Check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh, it said 55.
Who?
The countdown said 55. I turned around, it was at 0.
It was time as soon as you turned around, huh? What the hell you drink? Is that water? Is that regular water?
That's Cuban coffee.
Oh God.
I just got back from Don Tostones across the street where I got jobbed out of a lunch special. Can't win. Can't win.
So tell me, what's Cuban coffee again?
It's just like espresso and sugar, effectively.
Espresso and sugar. How was your weekend?
Didn't exist. Yours?
I've pretty much for the most part been sick.
Damn. Oh, you were sick? I thought you just yelled too much.
Yeah, but I was also coming down with a cold. You know what I'm saying? So it
Gotcha.
made it way worse. Made it way, way worse.
Sure.
I still ain't got my strength. I haven't been able to rap in like 8 or 9 days.
I believe that.
So, that's destroying me. I don't even know when the last time I went 8 or 9 days without rapping. It's been a long time since I went 8 or 9 days without rapping.
Probably since COVID strain 1 was out.
Yeah, I had that first day too. I probably caught COVID more than everybody else.
I think I got served 3 of them.
I probably had COVID about 5 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I had COVID a lot of times.
I thought I needed another shot of COVID because I thought my sinuses were bugging me like 4 or 5 months ago, but they righted the ship. I'm telling you, that first COVID cured my chronic sinus problems in a way that advanced medicine never could dream to.
Anyway, so I didn't watch no NBA festivities because I kind of was sick. I just been turned down. What's funny? I've been thinking this whole time. I realized I'm like 60 days behind because like I need an A&R. I'm gonna do a stream after this about an A&R, but I need an A&R. And I know what most people think A&R is. A&R, people think A&R is somebody who finds beats for rappers, and it's not. R&B kind of manages the repertoire of marketable assets for a label, right? So whether it's an album that they may shape and help finish shaping a marketable album, or an artist, and then communicate the product that's being shaped or the asset being shaped to the record company, so they know exactly what they're about to market, so they can start shaping exactly how they're gonna market it. And I've realized I was supposed to be dropping a song a week starting in January, but I'm so far behind because I've been trying to manage a relationship. I've been trying to manage a relationship with one of the distribution companies back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't been able to stay on top of that and produce. Like, producing an album is like it's a ton of dope people that can make records. You know what I mean? A ton of dope ass people that can make records. But it's a ton of dope ass people that can make beats, but very few people are producing records. And it's like, I finally figured out how to produce records. It is a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. I got people, shout out to my boy Hunger, who helping me with the beats. He coming with a lot of the ideas that I don't come with. Shout out to EP. He closing every show to make sure we got something. So then I just have to arrange it, but I still have to come up with the ideas to make it special. And that's like coaching and playing on the team when you're rapping on a song.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like I'm like Bill Russell, like I'm coaching and I'm playing. But to be a GM, an A&R is like a GM. They communicate between the coach and the owner. You know what I mean? That's the true buffer between the coach and the owner. You know what I mean? At a full level. And everybody's goal is carried out, whether it's entertainment or winning championships. So like I've been struggling because I haven't been able to manage all the assets that I'm doing. So not only have so I've been working, I've been recording until this week, but like I've been behind on simple things because I'm trying to tackle simple things, and it makes it a completely different journey. So this morning I'm on Twitter and I'm celebrating. Today, Kendrick is the first rapper to have 100 million listeners on Spotify. And that's like a big deal. You know, again, 14 years ago, this little dude was telling me that he wasn't going to be able to have a Corvette. Like, 14 years ago, we're on a tour bus and he's telling me that he's not going to be able to have a Corvette. That's what he's telling me. Like, yeah. Man, Glasses, I ain't gonna never be able to have a Corvette. Like, I ain't gonna never get one of these. And I'm like, bro, they make hundreds of thousands of these. Of course you're gonna get a Corvette. That ain't nothing. And to watch that dude go from that really dope school kid to again, to 100 million, the only rapper with 100 million Spotify listeners. Like I see his successes a lot different. You know what I mean? Pete, it's not like me celebrating some guy, from the West. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is like really a friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it hits me different, and to watch everything he's overcame, not just even Dot, but even watching Top, you know what I mean? And Punch and Moose and Rock and Q and Soul, and just homies overcome something that we all started together. So it makes me it's personal. Pete, it's like if you sell out the Staples Center as a comic, you know what I mean? And like, it's like I'm going to feel a different level of victorious. And shout out to the homie Trap. I was in his room.
Yep.
ADHD. Make sure y'all download Clubhouse. Become a member of ADHD, one of the best hip hop communities on the internet, period. Great hip hop conversations. Somebody was saying that they tried to insult me and said I was glazing Kendrick. I guess it was a page online that said I was glazing Kendrick. And it was like, damn, because you can't celebrate your friends' victories. Like, that means you're dick riding if you celebrate your friends.
That shit crazy to me. That shit crazy to me, man.
And I say all that, Pete, to get me to there, right? Like, so it made me kind of really, not having an A&R, knowing I need an A&R, had me kind of a little bit taking more time than I wanted to. So people got it fucked up. I think people think that I'm a streamer now. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, right here. Digital Soapbox. Click that thumbs up button. Let everybody know you're in the house. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. For me, if you're on Facebook, share this post. Say something fire. We do this to support the No Ceilings podcast. Right here below, it's a link. We just dropped a new episode. Got to drop a new episode tomorrow. You can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Shout out to Philip. Shout out to Squish. Squish, thank you for moderating. You forgive me. I have been thrown off with all this music stuff, so I haven't mailed out your package that's sitting right here in front of me. Forgive me. I promise you I'll get it off. I'm going to make it worth it. Name, Ruff, what's happening? Fats, what's the deal? Revenge, Monet, what's happening?
What's good, lunch table?
Sharice, the whole table. What's up, Colo? I got you. I know who M80 is, Colo, so I got you. What up, Queen Lady Act?
Queen, what up, Queen?
Tree, what's the deal? So, anyway, it's two things came to my mind, right? Because one, I need to get A&R. So it made me wake up today and really focus. Shout out to my big brother Jazzy. I just got him up here. I'm like, yo, we need to put a lookout for A&R. And now, again, an A&R is not somebody who just help you shape music. They also maintain a relationship between whoever's distributing and promoting the music and you. So you guys are so both sides are in the know about what they're about to market. That's the thing that A&R does. And it's really hard for me to pursue the distribution company all the time. It's not like they always picking up on the first ring. It's hundreds of artists, and that's what's changed. You know what I mean? Every distribution company, Empire, shout out to Ghazi. I met Ghazi. I was one of the first 5 artists Ghazi signed. Now it's hard to get Ghazi on the phone because Ghazi is doing a million things. I mean, it's nothing personal. Shit, Ghazi busy. Shout out to Create, who gave me a great opportunity when my last album canceled. That came out really well. But getting them on the phone ain't easy because they're managing the relationship with hundreds of artists now as a distribution company. So that A&R would have to, they're like a shark to stay the whole time, making sure that you're in constant communication to maximize everything that you're about to do. Shout out to Trap because he knows what I'm about to do. And it's really important I nail it. So when I'm on Twitter and I see some dope, I share it because this is my partner. You know what I mean? Like I'm ecstatic. I am ecstatic. And I noticed that people, and maybe it's his fans. Shout out to South Carolina. Shout out to Savoy. Say he's listening all the way from South Carolina. Much love. Be out there real soon. That they like, and then it's another guy that was like, it's glazing. And I'm like, damn, like you can't celebrate your homies' wins. Like, in which internet world is this happening? Like, it blew me away, but it also made me realize, oh, y'all really think I'm a streamer. Y'all think like I'm leaving what I do to stream and make some money. No, I'm not done with you niggas. And you're gonna piss me off and make me start really burying niggas when this music start coming out. Because my mind worked that way. So I just thought, Pete, is it wrong to celebrate your homies' successes?
I would never do it.
Yo, Pete, you ain't shit. Pete ain't shit.
Ask Malcolm how much I celebrate his successes.
Man, you gotta have that one homie that just hate on you, though. You know what I'm saying? That motivates you more though to do it because you wanna be the person. You wanna make sure his approval, you know what I'm saying, comes through like that though. You gotta have that one homie like that though. But other than that, though, you gotta have the niggas behind you cheering for you though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the craziest part is like when Dot drops all the rest of the records, fool, I don't really say nothing if I'm not pumped up. Like, damn, I was around. So like when Mr. Morale came out, I listened to it. I was like, yeah, I ain't really into this. I didn't like certain aspects of it culturally. Don't get me wrong. It's a good album. But I also don't like Marvin Gaye, Hear My Dear. Sometimes like when things get a little too over personal and I don't have a connection point, I'm not into the art. That's not to say I can't understand the value of it. So when the nigga makes some art, that's my shit. I'm supposed to be the loudest nigga in the room. I'm always loud. I go buy all his records. You know what I mean? I go buy all the man records. I got every record. He's on my wall right here, you know, looking like a king. Mm-hmm. My man, 100 grand. I got a poster in the corner where he got Drake doing push-ups.
But you weren't streaming him overnight on repeat like the other suggestions, and you weren't doing all that. You're not a Drake level.
No, I'm not at a pop level. I'm not at a pop level of support. I'm not finna lay out in front of his concert. I'm not gonna go lay out in front of his house. I'm not gonna keep calling him every day. No. But when those moments come that are great in my heart, when my heart starts to burst with joy, I'm going to let him know. I would do the same for J-Rock. Like when J-Rock got the key, I hit him and was like, nigga, that's fire. Like, nigga, you got the key to Watts, nigga. When he got his first multi-platinum plaque, I hit him. When he won his first Grammy, I reached out. I was like, J-Rock, that's fire, cuz. I'm happy. When great things happen for my class of guys who, remember, I built real relationships. This ain't just no rap shit. Like, I've built real relationships with these people. Like, I know these people, girls, kids, parents. I know these people. So it's not like some rapper guy that we just cross paths. Like Drake, me and Drake is somebody who cross paths in hallways. We talked, cross paths in certain things. We talk, No, that's not the same relationship that I have with Dot or Rock or to anybody from TDE or any problems or Pun or anybody else. The relationship is real. I know Pun kids. I know AD's kids. I met these dudes when they wasn't even parents. So it's different. So when great things happen, cause I celebrate it.
So, and I think that being that you such a person that gives your honest opinion like that, right? So like when you talked about Mr. Morale, you know what I'm saying, you gave your honest opinion on it. But when something comes around and you like it and you appreciate it like that, you're supposed to be just as ecstatic for it and just up and supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could tell you like this about this, now when I like something, I'm gonna be crazy about what I like, though.
He the loudest nigga, and that's my goal with everything that's happening right now. I want to be the loudest person screaming the homie's praise. When he's in a battle, I want to be the loudest person supporting him. Now, when I'm personally communicating, I'm going to tell him the things that he needs to know and give you my personal opinion on what I would say or what I think. But everywhere else, I'm going to be the loudest in the room. I'm going to be loud. Nigga, the homie finna slaughter him. Nigga, he ain't got no chance, nigga. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be crazy for my homeboys. I'm going to be, because I'm fading. I'm taking fades. I'm doing all that for the homies, bro. This the homie, bro. Like, this really the homie. I'm going crazy. What? I'm finna talk crazy. If they don't like it, fuck it. Whoever don't like it, fuck you. Nigga, this the homie, nigga, and we going all out, nigga. It's, whatever he want to do, nigga, I'm with it. And I know we speaking on one brain when we talking. So it's like, I just thought that was weird, but I think people got this confused, Trap, and they think I'm a streamer, not realizing I understand this replaced me having a publicist. People don't realize why I'm doing this. This is what I had to figure out. Shout out to every hip hop artist that's wondering what you should be doing with this microphone. This is your branding tool. This is your publicity tool. I get more brand and publicity with this. Y'all know me more than ever in my career before because you never heard my particular ideas.
Why you giving out the sauce for, B? Why you giving out the sauce for us, huh? Like, come on.
Keep it a bean. Nigga, I keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Shout out to Philip. He said, be real, Glasses. When you met Drake, you know he was a messed up individual, right? No, Drake is not a messed up.
It's a good kid, man. It's a good kid, man.
Not a messed up dude, bro. He all right dude. It's not that. It's just, he's just straight up and down. He's not like a bad dude. It's just, you could tell he just wasn't no cultured guy like that. You know what I mean? He just was different. Like he was, like I always say, I thought I was going to meet a Carlton and he was more like a Bob. You know, like Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was more like a Bob.
Who's Bob? The builder?
Like an attorney, like an accountant. No, you feel what I'm saying? No lie, bro. Like he was, and that's
Jake. He's a Jake.
Yeah, he's like a regular guy. Like, and I think people feel like I'm being a dick. Even right now, when people see this, and I'm like, bro, this is my conversation. This is what I told Dot back in 2010 and 11 when he was like, man, why are you not trying to really connect with him? He trying to fuck with you. I'm like, bro, he's not like, for a lack of a better term, he's not like us. And at that time, it's funny because Dot felt like I was tripping on him because he wasn't a gangster. And I'm like, bro, I don't expect niggas to be a gangster, bro. But like, something got to happen. Something got to happen. You know what I'm saying? Something got to happen. And it didn't happen in an exchange with Cuz. Like he's really like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a different kind of dude. Like, but when he turned on the mic, like he was next level. Like you could tell when that nigga on that microphone, Cuz he going to a zone, Cuz, and he is dope. You know what I mean? That nigga is a master. And I always had respect for that. Like I always respected how great at this shit Cuz was. Like he was way better than me at that time, bro. Like it was night and day different. Cuz was amazing. When he turned that mic on, Cuz his ability to understand what a record is and deliver a record, Cuz was like something I really never saw before, especially for a new guy. You know what I mean? Wayne took Wayne years to become that. Drake kind of, he had us figured out. He had this shit all figured out when I first saw him or when they first played his records. But I did notice Cuz was just different. Like he was like a pop kid. Like he was a Nickelodeon kid and he was just cool. Like, and I just really just didn't fuck with it. Like I was like, oh, he's dope. I'm playing his music, but that don't mean we should be exchanging brand. We don't have no connection in brand. Even when it was time for us to try, like, you can't send me Tough Records, bro. Like, I'm not gonna get them out of you like that. I'm gonna look at you funny. Like, but this go for even some of my homies. Some of my homies tried to make Dope Dealer records with me, bro. If you didn't sell dope, I'm not making no Dope Dealer record with you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not standing on bullshit, like, not like that, but I'm just not. So even now, fast forward, like, I'm watching his whole fan base come apart at the seam because they feel like the label is doing something. I'm like, bro, he's been the media darling of the labels the whole time. He's been a media darling of the label the whole time. Like, y'all thought, this is what I'm gonna say. It's not even specifically with him. This business can expose you. It can overexpose you. It can market you. It can do 1,000 things. So when they're not, you start to see how normal human beings are. Like, you could look at a Meek Mill, like Meek Mill with a label. Shout out to Meek, who one of the better record makers over the last 15 years. Look at him without a label. His records are still just as good. You don't know them motherfuckers is out. And this fucking Meek Mill, he got a good fan base. So even with the Owl, cuz with homie, it's like, nigga, it's shit happening in your favor. It's not that you so good that everybody got your record. It's because they realized you were good and knew you had a marketable product, and then they sold your record. It was never that you were so good that everybody gonna find you. Like, I watch people online be like, well, if he go independent, he go independent, boy, y'all could never argue another number in your life.
Now, I don't think the numbers will be, nowhere next to what his numbers came from, though. I think he'll have a, because I always look at it as the way Kanye did it. The way Kanye pulled it off.
Kanye is a wizard, bro.
Yeah.
Is not
marketing himself.
It's not gonna be nowhere near like Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye, first off, Kanye knew he needed label services. He went to a preferred distributor that told him no, backdoored his way into it, and still did it. Kanye is not gonna go number one because ain't nobody else gonna let him backdoor into, like, you gotta understand, Kanye is a different animal than per se like Drake. Drake is like Drake is smart, he's witty, like he's sharp, like even listening to him, like he's witty, you know what I mean? In real life, it's a little more kind of corn, but like on a mic, because he got a good wit. But bro, like doing business, he wears emotions on his sleeve. That's why he in all this shit in the first place. Like, none of this shit makes sense. People that keep trying to logically make sense. Yesterday, Trap was in the room, and I was listening to Isaac Hayes III. Shout out to him because I'm like a huge fan of everything he does brand wise. Like, he's Isaac Hayes' son, nigga. He don't got to.
I didn't even realize that was him at first. I said, yo, Isaac, man, can you cut that shit the fuck?
Yeah, like, nigga, you're Isaac Hayes' son, nigga. I'll probably pop somebody because your dad means so much to me.
That's a fact.
Like, but he was saying some like boof ass shit about the situation, and I'm like, y'all keep trying to make a logical thing happen here. You keep trying to make some logics about why this man is doing certain things, and I'm like, that's not why, bro. He's just upset that Universal wouldn't take down a song. That's all. This is what is all this about. It's not about, oh, his house got shot or he's called him a PDF or none of that. It's because he won't take down a song. He felt his sway in the business earned him a right to tell a major corporation, hey, take this song down. And the major corporation said, we're not taking this song down. The major corporation said, we're not taking this song down. This is a smash hit record. This is the biggest record we had since God's Plan. And it's bigger than that. We need this. And he felt like, hey, I've done so much for you that you should do what I want. And they like, bro, you're just another guy that's doing something. You know what I'm saying? You're not special. You didn't do anything that other artists haven't done in this building. You're just another guy that we built up. You're a great talent. We love you to death, right? But you're not big enough. You're not bigger than the program, bro. And he didn't like that. So as everything starts to fall out, he didn't like that. This is all because he couldn't make UMG take the record down. And now he's mad at Spotify. He's mad at everybody else. And people trying to make sense, but that's a bad decision. So when people are saying right now, oh, his record is blacklisted, it's not blacklisted. It's not overexposed. He has marketing. He's going to be on playlists. He's going to get some opportunities. But all the shit that they be doing for artists, they're not gonna do it for you. You tried to put the federal government on them and accuse them of a corporate RICO. Nigga, they are tripping. So if you don't know this, bro, and you see this, you don't know this, bro, that's your problem. To all his fans that come and watch this stream, to all the fans that come watch this stream, they're not cheating him, bro. They're not treating him. He's not bigger because he's just better. He's a really great artist that they marketed really well. He had a different market share. They can market this man as a million things except a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's levels.
And everybody wants to be a.
Yes, he was a Jewish man that could say nigga. That is like what they could do the most with that. And nobody was gonna trip. So again, it's one of those things where it's like, you see people saying it's blacklisted or shadow banned. You know what? My video was shadow banned. Tupac Must Die was shadow banned. Shadow ban don't mean anything except YouTube ain't marketing your shit. Because whatever your shit is doing is attracting the type of attention or reaction that they do not want. They not just letting you run rampant on their platforms. Well, that's the same thing for Spotify. You start making them look crazy. You trying to get the federal government to, you know, that was in the first petition, Pete. Like, hey, you know what? You need to investigate these guys on a corporate RICO. Nick, what?
Crazy.
Like he swatted them. You know what I mean? Like he swatted them. He swatted them, bro. And it's like everybody mad. Like, what are you mad about? I told even some of his fans who DM me and ask me my opinions in private. Even some of my fans that DM me and ask me in private, his fans, because they know I'm telling the truth. I'm telling them, I'm like, bro, I told them before this was going to happen. I said, there's no way possible they're going to give him the same extras that they gave him before. You're not entitled to it. It's not a part of the business. They're doing the most because they're doing something special for you.
Yeah. He was definitely getting an extra boost on it. He cut his legs off, man.
Like, why the fuck would you do that? And that's what I kept saying after all of this stuff happened. I'm like, how you think this gonna play out? Mad at and I knew what it was the whole time. I knew it was over the song, but you're mad because you couldn't get them to take down a hit record that's going to be diamond in 10 months. Like, this is a smash hit record. I mean, it's so big of a smash, ended up being Super Bowl. This little dude then did the Super Bowl, Dot then did the Super Bowl 36 months. Twice. They was like, oh, bring that guy back. Oh,
that number's crazy right there, though. When you break that number down, it's crazy.
36 months, twice. Oh, Jay-Z, yeah, you want that guy? Yeah, we like that guy. He has that song, right? First off, that song that was just on Saturday Night Live. Like, bro, this is different. So you can't get mad, bro, that they're not going to pull down this smash hit record for you. Move on.
Yeah. So what I kept going on with is the fact of that it was going against his brand and stuff like that. Like he was tarnishing like his whole image to the public and stuff like that.
That's what a competition filled with disrespectful records does. That's why everybody told you don't do the battle.
Yeah. Yeah. But he studies battle rap, man. He studies battle rap. So
that's what he said. It's like, you study battle rap. You didn't see this was not only that, because you told him in the song to say this about you.
That's it.
Which is
that's
weird.
A gift to you.
In the AI song where you and Tupac voice will say, I like young girls. That's a gift from me. He said it. He was right. That's great advice. He won because of you saying he won because of that. You gave him the advice. So you told the man how to beat you, and then you mad that the man beat you. And then you mad at UMG because he beat you so well with such a great record that it was a smash hit record. How you mad at that? How you mad at us? What the fuck? What am I supposed to do?
I mean, what can you do? So far as I guess one idea would be avoid legal provocation of companies you would be expecting to work with.
I would imagine. So it's funny to me when his fans is like, well, they're blacklisted. They're not blacklisting him. They were whitelisting him the first time. They're not blacklisting him. They're not doing anything special. Hey, your fans is going to do it. Handle your business. Here it is. We're going to get you this look, this look, this look. Here you go. You will see real fast, bro. Them numbers is, bro, I'm not saying Drake is not Drake. Drake is Drake, bro. He's going to be fine. He can go do concerts. He can go do shows. He can even sell some records. But one thing you're not going to do is talk about these people marketing, and think that they're going to market you the same way they were. They were doing all the extras for you. Like what y'all keep calling bots, bullshit. That's not no fucking bots. It don't work that way. They were making it to where everywhere you went, this man was everywhere. They overexposed. Right now, if they overexpose Malone will become a huge artist.
They turn anybody to a star.
Exactly. Especially if you got the records. If you got the records, and they turn Biggie Smalls into a star.
That's a fact. Black, ugly as ever.
However.
I got songs down to, you know what I'm saying?
However, you feel me? So it's like they made you the star you are. Like, how do you think this is gonna go? You know what I mean? So you gotta make a decision. Being indie, people can go, he gonna go indie, he gonna be, no, he not. He gonna go indie, he'll never do 100,000 again. Nobody independent in this bit. You're not even gonna be able to be found independent.
So like I remember
people don't love you like that, bro. This is the problem. People don't love artists. They don't love none of these artists the way you would imagine they love these artists.
I remember when Steve Stott was doing the interview, he said that the music industry would go down if Drake ever went independent. Was that, you think he was stating that just before the battle and them bringing his
Steve is his friend.
He's full of shit.
Steve is talking
his friend,
crazy.
yeah.
Well, this business gonna be fine. It don't matter who they lose. They make a new nigga every week. He not bringing the most money. And Taylor Swift is under UMG.
Mm-hmm. How the fuck get the sunlight right there? That shit right there in my face. But yeah, I mean, I don't see him leaving because when the album was rolling out, this past album was rolling out, they were saying that that UMG wasn't even gonna put their name on the shit like that. But they still ended up doing it.
They let the licensing part of it go. So they have to clear, but I'm sure Sony is marketing the record, and I'm sure Sony is getting the lion's share of the record. But again, you can see the prowess of UMG versus Sony. It's different. UMG is a different type of animal. Sony made me rich the first time. They gave me my first money. Sony could pay you, but UMG is a different type of animal. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different collectives that make that work. So it goes to a place to where, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that. And like, this is a point, Revenge, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, in 2016, it seemed like that, though. Get That Drake feature at one point seemed like the gatekeeper. That's never what it was. Like, what Drake was able to do at that point is he had access to pop budgets. So, like, because he had pop smashes, all his records that were pop records, he was able to open up a pop budget. So somebody like Future, who probably could get, 40 on the chart or 36 on the chart, where the label wouldn't give him access to a pop budget for a song, you get Drake on it, and then boom, now the company got to open up the pop budgets for you because of the possibilities with Drake on the record. So he was able to open up what you would call the white money. The white money. And Drake accessed the cultural influence of hip hop and the artist to stake his claim in the culture. Because again, I think this is the confusing part. I think Drake came here to be cool. I think money mattered, but I think he was tired of not being cool.
So, real quick. So, what's the like? I'm looking at the stream numbers. The album earned 56.6 million first day streams on global Spotify chart, averaging 2.5 million streams per song. Blah 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 blah. Most streamed R&B set a first day streaming record for most streamed R&B soul album on Apple Music, which is an interesting categorizational choice. But be that as it may. So what are they complaining about? The suppressed numbers? Those don't sound that suppressed to me.
But again, his numbers are not suppressed.
Were they suppressed relative? I mean, relative to what did they expect? 250 million in 24 hours?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what the expectation was.
Yes, that's what they hope.
Would that have been reasonable?
No,
it's a drop from what he did before, though. So you got to think about it like
how much?
Like Glasses was saying, a lot. It's a lot.
I think it's like I sent it to Trap. I'll be sending Trap everything that I actually verify.
It's a lot.
Trap everything I can verify. Hold on. What's it called?
Oh, but Glasses, did you peep what the way Pete just said it right now? Nobody's stating it like that. When he said though, broke the record for the most streams by R&B soul music. People just saying broke the most streams in one day. Like, that's all they say. They don't say it's for R&B.
Well, so this is the thing, right? Here's some industry insider. Everybody's telling you that because they want to sell you success to make you listen to the music. Mm-hmm. So they'll phrase success in a way. This is everybody. This is what they doing for Dot. This is what they doing for anybody. Yeah. This is business. You phrase success in a way that makes it unique. Like they do it for LeBron all the time. LeBron's the first had 26.6 rebounds and ate 3 hot dogs. The first person is what they selling to make it look more unique, and then they marketing that. So opening day streams for Drake albums on Spotify.
So these are baseball.
Boy, I'm going to give it to you. 153 million.
153 and 132.
Scorpion is 132. For All the Dogs is 109. Her Loss is 98. More Life is 61 million. Crazy. Honestly, Nevermind is 61 million. Some Sexy Songs for You did 56 million.
Yeah. Well, when when you're effectively brand decapitated, there's going to be some fall off.
Well, also the problem is like, it's not that. It's like, you remember all of this shit before this, bro? They used to play Drake records on the radio. It was like a big thing. He dropped a single. The single come out. The video come out. And everybody streaming because they aware. Remember, this is what a single does. Like, right? Like in GNX situation, like, right, there's no single. So there's 2 different type of benefits. Right. So it's a challenge. One in now nobody knows the music is out. The only thing driving the music is word of mouth and streaming apps. Right. Then the next thing that has to happen is radio finds out the album is out. So then somebody's starting to play it around the country, or they ship it around the country. Here's a single from this person. Right. So those are the way that people are alerted that new music is available. Social media, right, which streaming apps are social media. And then that goes to radio and . So like Dots is like that, right? Boom, here it goes. The first day he drops it, but the first 24 is like 77 million, right? Because he dropped it on the daytime, on a Friday morning, not a Thursday night at noon. So fast forward. So in Drake's situation, he didn't have a single to say, hey, here it is. They had the word of mouth of saying, hey, Drake is dropping an album on Valentine's Day. That's all they had. They didn't release a single. They released some snippets. The snippets didn't get crazy reactions, right? The music wasn't getting crazy reactions. Maybe they leaked the wrong snippets because I'm hearing about certain songs like the Give Me a Hug song where he's saying certain things. He should have leaked that. But maybe there was an arrogance about his place. Like, I'm Drake. I don't have to leak that part. Versus him understanding the climate and marketing and say, hey, let me leak the part where I'm talking shit about Dot. And that's going to make everybody run, talk, and listen to the album. But he was leaking other ideas from the project, and they weren't getting great.
What he was doing was making it seem like it was a Party Next Door album and not his album. That's what he did.
Think so?
He made it seem like, yo, this man party doing an R&B album. No, nigga, this is you trying to sneak in a fucking Test the Waters album, B. That's all this shit was. You know what I'm saying? That's why he did the snippets like that, though.
Yeah, but even the snippets, right, is like, so there's no reason the snippets aren't going viral. Like, only to the audience that want to hear him. It didn't get glasses, so I heard it was coming out, but there's still no reason. The thing that's making me want to listen to the album is they said he dissed America, so that could make me interested. American, but think about it. You're not leaking anything that's going to create a big conversation, like, right? So he's been spoiled by the label over pushing. You feel me? What he does. Well, it's not that we're talking down. We're not.
I like the album. I ain't gonna front. I like the album. I ain't gonna front.
It's not. We're not saying. Listen, we're not talking down on the Revenge. Like, y'all gotta understand. Like, when we talking, we're just talking. It's not a good or positive. I'm explaining to Pete exactly what changed from 136 to 124 to 109. I'm not saying 56 is bad, which is crazy because when you really think about it, also, that's an international number of all streams. In real life, it's streamed a little less than that in America, where it's going to count. But Drake is also one of the type of artists that his Apple streams almost match his Spotify streams, sometimes a little bit more. And he still has a physical, like a hard copy selling point. So it's not we're talking down on him. Like, y'all got to stop using the emotions, you know what I mean, of what we say. Oh, okay, my bad, Revenge. Okay. So yeah, I'm not talking down. I'm explaining to Pete what happened. So, like, it's a challenge for it because it's like marketing for the most part is storytelling. There is no story that makes people interested in hearing the album. At a time, the last album, he had overexposure based off the label. They're over marketing the product or overexposing it. So you just like, hey, it's, you know, it's like if you go to, you know what, Pete, because if you go to what's that place? The big warehouse that sell food. I'm sorry. Sam's Club.
Sam's Club is a BJ. We got BJs out here.
Sam's Club and Costco, right? Okay. Out here, right? And everywhere you go, they keep giving you free samples. And you like the fucking samples. You probably gonna fucking buy the fucking shit. So that's what they used to do for Drake. That's what they're doing for Dot. They're like, hey, this is the guy that was on the Super Bowl. Hey, this is the guy that won those 5 Grammys. Hey, this is the guy that has this big song. Hey, here's his new album. They're saying, here it is, here it is. We know. I heard a white man today on Twitter calling him Kenneth Lamar. I'm trying to get those jeans. Kenneth Lamar. You know what I mean? Because guess what? His exposure, he did some things to where everybody is looking and they say, hey, sample, free sample, free sample, free sample. You know what I mean? And that's what they used to do for Drake. Hey, free sample, free sample.
I used to spin around and get a couple of them free samples though. B. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm up in there. I'm spinning around.
But imagine if they were everywhere looking for you on every aisle. You don't gotta look for them. You ain't gotta spin around. Next aisle, like, hey, Trap, you need this sample. Try this sample. You know what I mean? And if you liked it, imagine if it's like, this is good. You're gonna buy the product.
This is pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's what they would do for Drake. That's what they are doing for Kendrick, right? They're like, hey, you know what? This is the guy that was on the Super Bowl. He won those 5 Grammys. He got this big song that's going crazy. Here's his stuff. 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 Here it is. Here it is. And people are like, oh, I'm gonna check it out. That's that Kenneth Lamar guy that was on Super Bowl. Hey, that's that Ken Lamar guy that won the Grammys. Hey, that's that Ken Lamar guy that got that A minor song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. So it's like with Drake, they're not saying, it's not a new nigga on every aisle no more saying, hey, here's the free sample, because you was talking shit about the people giving away the free samples. Oh, you
now
know,
they doing it.
Y'all didn't, and you're lying to the people. You're lying, and you're going to get exposed for lying. Nigga, they do the same thing for you. You can't get mad that they was giving away all your free samples, and now, you know, I don't like the burger. You know, you don't want to compete with the other products in the store. It may be a time.
All they doing now is checking your receipt at the door now. That's all they doing now. Let me see your receipt real quick. All right, yeah, you ain't authentic. Get out of here.
Yeah. So it's like, And everybody ain't giving away free samples on every album for you no more, my boy. You actually got to know the landscape of what's happening. You actually got to cater to what we care about as an audience. The nigga need to hire me if he could. I mean, yeah. Cultural shit that he would need, and I wouldn't take the job. But the cultural part, this is what you need. You need to go back to Jay Prince. You need to go to Jazz. You need to go to Stunner. You need to go to Tune. You need to go back to the niggas, because what you trying to do now, you got it wrong. And I know they telling you better. So to all his fans, I'm not talking shit about, bro. I'm telling y'all straight up. I told y'all this was going to happen. I told y'all this whole thing, top to bottom, was going to happen. Even right now, I said, bro, you can't sue. I kept telling Trap, you can't sue Spotify, iHeart, and UMG and think you finna have a good music career. You can't. Because guess what? Back in the day, if you would have did a drop release, if you would have just did a surprise release, or you said that, and then one of your songs leaked out, the radio stations would have played it. They'd be like, oh, Drake got something new. Hey, let's get that on. Drake does well for us. Here go Drake. Get that on. Hey, new Drake, everybody. Power 92.7. The new Drake is everywhere. Hey, Drake. Well, guess who owns all the fucking radio stations? iHeart. iHeart own all the radio stations, and you tried to make the feds investigate them for a fucking corporate RICO. They own most of the stations. That's just dumb. So that was the first thing, Pete, right? That normally he have a surprise release, like with Kendrick. He had a surprise release. Hey, guess what? And that Squabble Up, here's that snippet that remember they had that snippet for the Squabble Up record. Everybody had it for months. Hey, Squabble Up. Kendrick Lamar, new Kendrick Lamar is everywhere. They're playing that shit for millions of people in every town, every state. That Kenneth Lamar pop stations. That Kenneth Lamar. He flipped it.
Kenneth Lamar is crazy, man. You gotta check.
Kenneth Lamar he sampled Debbie Deb. You know we love Debbie Deb here at Power 92.7. Kenneth Lamar, Squabble Up.
We got Squabble Up again on the way back again.
What? Everybody go stream. Hey, that Kenneth Lamar. Let me go check that out. Hey, that Kenneth Lamar.
Yo, but shout out to Kendrick with the 3 albums in the top 10. B never before done.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. Yeah. That man got 3 albums in the top 10. Good. Never before done.
So how could I be glazing this shit? And this is what I was crazy. When I was telling you when I saw with the record, and y'all thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, something is happening, and it's not something marketing can do. Like they tried to shove a lot of shit down our throat, and we not fucking with it. It's a ton of shit. Remember, don't you wish your girlfriend would not fucking with it?
Dirty Mackin. Yeah.
We was not fucking with that. When the Pussycat Dog, no. Nah. Hey, Jimmy Iovine, take that back. We're not going to do it. We will tell you, you could get one off, but you tried the second time, no.
Nah.
So it's not like they can force feed market you and it's going to work. It's just they can put it out there. So with Kenneth Lamar, what they're doing,
Kenneth Lamar,
he just won 5 Grammys, bro. Like, how the fuck am I not supposed to celebrate? He's the first artist in history to have 3 albums on the top 10.
That's crazy, man.
And I've been telling people along this ride this whole time, I'm like, hey, something different is happening, and it's not marketing. Shout out to the low bottom. What's up, baby?
It's really just, my bad. It's really just a changing of the guard, though, really, man.
And I don't know if it's a changing of the guard. And this is what
I think it is.
Like, I don't think it's a changing of the guard. I think hip hop. I think what happened, like I said on the May 4th episode, the one we did for May 4th. I think what's happening is hip hop is up for grabs again. I don't think Dot is trying to be the man in hip hop. I think he like, when I'm rapping, don't compare me to none of these bum ass niggas. It's just me. I don't think his goal is to come out and start putting out a bunch of fucking records. And that nigga is enjoying life, raising his kids, feel me, making some dope records. He got a fucking $200,000 fucking Buick Regal, a GNX, bro. He's gonna drive it. He's finna go on tour. This shit tiresome. This nigga been doing this shit since he was 15, 14 years old. Trust me, he tired.
So what I've been
goal was to, hey, you know what? I'm coming here to replace Drake. He like, man, this nigga ain't it. Let me move this nigga out the way. Boom. Now y'all do your thing. Now y'all do your thing. He opened it up for something culturally appropriate to come in, and he made the labels realize you cannot try to put another guy like that in a space because now our senses are heightened. We are aware.
Mm-hmm.
We are aware. So if you try to slide somebody else in there that ain't the culture, like no. Right now, everybody gonna be like, no. Dot ain't trying to take that spot. Dot ain't like, man, Glaz, I'm finna put out 10 more albums. That nigga ain't tripping. That nigga came and say today he doing his thing, he hitting his lap, and then maybe if you get another album, cool. The fact that everybody want him to replace Kendrick is crazy.
So what I've been hearing a lot though lately is it's to the fact that it's gonna go back to, you know what I'm saying, regional, like where you from? Like when it was Drake doing him, Drake was doing what he was doing. He made it more so seem like as if it wasn't region. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't regional bound and shit like that. So they saying like with the
game in a pop sense, for sure.
Yeah. I love to see that happen though, be for real. But then it might go back to everybody might become hip hop racist again though, B. But you just want to hear your region.
Yeah, but that's never been what it is anyway. Like
you say we are. You say we are though.
But that's because it's not a bad thing. It's nothing wrong with celebrating the culture, the underground culture that represents you. Like, you know what I mean? That shit is cool, bro. But we only took the best from each other.
Yeah.
And it had to feel authentic to where you wasn't from. Like y'all wouldn't have took Doggy Style to sound like Illmatic. It'd just been
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So it's like I honestly don't think that's his goal. His goal ain't to come over and take over the business, bro. That ain't
I don't think so either.
Do. That man is like, I'm not tripping, bro. Like, I'm gonna bump this boy off because he should have been bumped that nigga.
Bumped him.
He
tried to do it with the what's the name? He tried to do it with the BET shit. The nigga ain't want to take the bait.
Yeah, he should have been.
This shit could have happened a long time ago.
The nigga thought I was crazy, and I told him, I was like, man, that nigga is a different kind of guy. He probably shouldn't be right here. Ben bumped that boy off. So again, I don't think his goal is to take over the business. I don't think his goal is to take over the business.
His goal is bro, I just realized it just now. Bro, this man just started PG Lang, B.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? He got Baby Keem on deck. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's rocking it. Yo, PG Lang might be hottest flavor in the game after this right here, B.
You gonna have action. You gonna do what he's supposed to do.
Action. Oh man, PG Lang is through the roof. How many artists he got over there right now?
I don't know. I thought he only had was King.
Nah, he got somebody else too. He signed, I think. When they were saying he signed some artists that had didn't have that many followers on the internet. Remember they announced that shit? He had signed somebody that had like 10,000. But yeah, this is a rocket ship right now though for anybody over there though.
Yeah.
He could sit back and relax.
At the end of the day, I genuinely don't think his goal was to come bump off. I don't think his goal was to come bump off Drake to replace Drake. That's not what he does. He's not that kind of person. He's not that kind of person. So I don't think his goal is to bump off Drake. I don't think that's
when the superhero come and kill a villain, he doesn't become the new villain. You know what I'm saying? He goes back, do what he was doing.
And now it's like, all right, what y'all gonna do with it? I gave. Yeah. You can imagine if rock and roll was able to come bump Elvis off. No disrespect to Elvis, but imagine that.
All disrespect to Elvis.
That rock and roll a little longer. Imagine if Miles Davis came back and bumped off Kenny G. Kenny G ain't the truth, and beat him in a shootout and exposed him that he was just a man playing over pop songs, sax. You know what I mean? Imagine Miles Davis come bumped off Kenny G. That's what Dot did. That's what Dot did. He bumped him off. So he gave hip hop a chance to get back. He gave it a cool reset. He like that party that's been happening since I walked in the game. I'm killing that party. The party that shout out to the homie Berg, Hitmaker, that they was able to just emulate and make this kind of pasteurized version of it. He just stopped that party. That party did. And then he brought a party back. He said, this is how we party. That shit that they was doing, yeah, that's not how we party. This is how we gonna party. And now y'all do y'all thing. It's ironic that he killed kind of the pasteurization of what we call rap music, right? He murdered the pasteurization of what we call rap music, right? And then doubled back and gave you, he said, here's the pasteurization of the party. Let's get back to partying how we each partying, because the party was better.
Mm-hmm.
The party was better. The party is better.
Kenneth Lamar. No, that's a fact.
The party was better. So at a certain place, how could you really argue with it? I'm almost willing to bet.
Think you doing research over there?
I was reading a couple of things, yeah.
What you was reading, Pete?
Some article about international trade agreements and tariffs versus floating currency and currency manipulations.
Nice. You're going to be proud of me, Pete. I joined a social media that pays me for posts.
Is the flip joint?
No, this is called the
all right, we ain't got it. We ain't got to announce it. We ain't getting no what's
because I'll send y'all some shit. Focus.
Yeah, send it to me. Focus. All right.
Huh. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's probably geared based off of your following volume, I would assume. I would hope.
Yeah.
I know somebody, the other joint though, somebody, I think Connect had sent me some, the flip joint supposed to do the same thing, I think too.
Yeah, yeah. So it's one of those things where it's one of those things. Shout out to Chin. Chin says, why do you guys leave out the fact that Kendrick was a free agent that UMG was trying to win over? They were not trying to win over Kendrick Lamar. Like people,
how was he a free agent? He wasn't a free agent because that's his own label.
Yeah, but they're talking about Interscope, and I'm trying to tell them he was not a free agent. Like that's the problem. He did a licensing deal with Interscope again, who UMG owns. So again, when people be talking, you're reading a lot of rhetoric from people that are fans of either guy that don't know the business. He signed Interscope. His whole career has been with Interscope. They didn't have to try to win him over. Kenneth Lamar is very aware of what Interscope can do. His first number one record, his first two number one records came with Interscope. That's at UMG. UMG is a parent company of a lot of different labels. Like Drake and Kendrick Lamar are not signed to the same record label. They're signed to the same like record house. You know what I'm saying? Like one is signed to Interscope, one is signed to Republic. When Drake first came in the game, we were signed to Motown Republic, right? That was under UMG. When Kendrick, he was signed to Aftermath TDE at Interscope, through TDE and Aftermath at Interscope. UMG is an umbrella of labels. No, that's for real. We call him Kenneth Lamar. I'm finna.
Yeah, no, Kenneth Lamar. That's no handle. That's just no handle in here. There's no handle.
On all
Kenneth Lamar.
Baba Yaga since.
Yeah.
As Baba Yaga since. That's no lie, bro. He saved in my phone as Baba Yaga, bro. The Boogie.
Baba Yaga.
I'm finna change his name. I'm finna change his name to motherfucking I'm finna change his name to motherfucking
Baba Yaga.
I'm finna change his name to Kenneth Lamar. That white man said Kenneth Lamar. Kenneth. It sounds kind of cool, Kenneth Lamar.
Yeah, it got a little ring to it.
It sounds like he's signed a country act, Kenneth Lamar.
Yeah. It sounds like we could expand the brand.
He should spin off a whole Mattel line where he's just Ken, and he just completely just removes, like the way he bumps Drake out, he'll bump the doll, the Barbie doll Ken out and just replace it. And then all of a sudden he's just like, he's at Toys R Us now. and he just keeps bumping shit off. Various different industry sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he was looking for them G's. He was like Kenneth Lamar. I was like, oh, I'm finna text him. What's up, Kenneth? I'm sending the video. What's up, Kenneth? For sure, here on out, he's Kenneth Lamar until somebody calls him something funnier. Boogeyman was fire. When they first said the Boogeyman, I like that because I know his little ass. So he definitely likes some Boogeyman shit. But Kenneth Lamar for sure. Like he's at a different place in his career. He just did the Super Bowl twice in 36 months. He won 5 Grammys for one song. He's the first artist to have 3 albums in the top 10 at the same time. He's about to go diamond in 10 months. You know what I mean? His album is about to be double platinum by the end of March. Fuck it. Kenneth Lamar.
Kenneth Lamar.
Kenneth Lamar.
Yeah, I just want to say this, man. On some real shit, just to the topic of the stream. Yo, man, if you ain't rooting for your peoples, man, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't your homie's biggest fan, man, you's a sucker. For real.
Bro. Niggas build with you. That's what I don't get when we be in a room. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas is talking to a nigga that really is playing the game. Why would you try to root for a nigga that you can build with versus some stranger? That's how I feel about even when I'm on X, bro. It's like, bro, the people that you trying to attack, like I'm never going to talk about Drake's credibility as an artist or his talent.
Never.
I'm just making a joke because he lost a battle or they're comparing things. I'm not displaying him. So why would you talk shit to me when I would dialogue with you for a stranger that wouldn't piss on you? Like niggas is goofy. Like stop trying to align yourself with success, bro, with somebody that wouldn't never even speak to you. You know what I mean? Like it's a nigga that dialogue with you on Twitter, bro. Like it's a nigga that don't care that you got 10 followers. It's a nigga that don't care if you got 80 followers or 8 followers or if your shit only get 1 like. You feel me? Like I'm still gonna dialogue with you and respect your voice talking to me. Cuz would never talk to you, not back then or now. So why, like I get if you don't even like me being funny or making jokes, bro, but why would you think you gonna get at me foul and thinking that's player? Like you's a sucker.
All the way.
For sure. That's what only a Kenneth Lamar could do. Your album come out 2 months ago and you do 236 2 months later. That's some Kenneth Lamar shit.
Crazy.
Shout out to Sharice. The panel was cooking. Hit that like button, peeps. Like she said. Y'all heard her. Thank you for that $10, Sharice. Diamondback Photography. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being at the lunch table again. Like Sharice, thank y'all so much. Thank you for that $5, Brody. Drake is annoying. He just recently stole the money rabbit thing from Gibbs. Shout professional the way he steals from others. I saw that, and Gibbs been on his ass like a silk quilt.
On him.
Gibbs is so fucking stupid. Fucking Gibbs, funny.
So Universal Music Group's not. It's like, I guess at some point in time it got divested out from like Universal, the greater Universal Entertainment.
Yeah,
got you.
So it's just weird. I don't know. I don't know about the. I mean, shit. Gibbs got the bunny thing, so I don't. I would like to believe Drake hopefully didn't see that, but Jesus.
No, it wasn't even just Gibbs though. It's some other dude that they reached out to from Canada.
The 2 buildings.
Took the bunny. Yeah, took the buildings and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They reached out to him first. He was like, nah. He wanted to keep it and shit like that. And they still took this shit. That's
my
bad.
next 8-out feature is it's not gonna say Kendrick Lamar. It's gonna say Kenneth Lamar. My next 8-out feature for sure. I'm not. Fuck y'all. I don't care if I don't get the marketing part of it.
You don't care about the portal? You don't care about the portal on that? You might have to get the portal. Nah. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, bro. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar would be on there.
Shout out to Mimi Angel. Tell Kenneth to update his certification like Beyonce did. The feds want that. Fact.
He did it the other week.
Yeah.
He did it the other week. He got his certifications up. They didn't do it. They did it like 2 weeks ago, I thought. Before the Super Bowl.
Glazing is like a new way they're saying that you're sucking the penis of some that you're celebrating. This is a little different. But I just thought it's like, I just thought it was weird that somebody would say that I'm glazing a friend. Like, should I not be the greatest supporter of my friend? Should I not support him in the middle of a battle the loudest? Like, I'm starting to worry about what type of people y'all are. Like, what type of people are y'all? Like, where your friends, you're not going to support them like the loudest. Like who, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what do y'all want me to do. Like, am I not supposed to be like, man, my man got it done?
I think we done converted revenge over. I think revenge done came over, man. He done seen the light, man. This damn light in my face right now. I think revenge done seen the light. like this. Like, hold on, what's that? Revenge seen the light like that.
I'm not, listen, Dot is my man. Like, if we was walking somewhere, we got to kick the shit out of Drake and Chubbs and them over Dot. They're my man. But I'm saying, like, that don't mean you can't enjoy the man's music. It's okay I can make jokes about the guy that my boy is battling and still don't hate him. That's just weird, bro. I don't hate cuz. I just want my guy to win, and I'm celebrating it. Like, I'm happy. God damn. Like, I'm happy. I'm happy for the homie. I am ecstatic. There's nothing wrong with supporting strangers, but don't attack people that you can build with for strangers. Like, that's just weird, dog. It's just dumb. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So
I noticed a while back though, right? What happens when somebody's coming up like in the music? At times it feels like the strangers will support you before your homies support you, which I don't feel like it should never be like that. I feel like your homie's supposed to be your biggest support team. Then once the strangers see your homies are supporting you so hard, they'll come around and do the shit. But sometimes that should be working the other way around. Or that should be bugged out to me.
You know what I realized, and it's funny, back to the original point that I was telling Pete, is like figuring out what I need to fix what's broken, right? Because everybody, Glasses got 60,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Okay, so you really want me to chase the numbers. You're not going to like Glasses that chase the numbers. Glasses that chase the numbers is a different animal because I'm equipped with everything that I need to have. Shout out to Deuce Mac. He said Maul is for sure a glizzy glazer. Maul is hilarious, man. That's our hashtag. Somebody go check on Maul. Every time Maul says,
go check on Maul.
Check on Maul, bro, because Maul will commit suicide one of these days. The way the homie bubbling on him.
So they hiring at Krispy Kremes.
I didn't know that was Deuce Mac's disciplinary procedures. I like that. Yeah. I like that.
DP, that's Gangbanger talk. DP.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's like, but he wanted me to. It's like, you want me to succeed. It's finna get raggedy. It's finna get crazy. Shit start to happen. Feel me? When I start getting on it, like, and I'm already on it, and I just been able to celebrate a friend of mine. You know what I mean? God has probably made it to where things were a little more challenging, so I could really just focus and celebrate greatness. I was able to pay attention more now to everything that was happening over the last, roughly 10 months than I have in a while, because I've been in my own world. I haven't had a chance just to watch a friend of mine's do their thing. Like, I've been recording this whole time and putting together ideas, but I was able to really record and watch. I'm not doing the business right now. I'm just being an artist and watching somebody else do their business. So I was able to watch it and really appreciate it. And I'm glad I got it right now. I'm glad it's the perfect time that I was able to watch my nigga showcase his ability and reach potential, like peak.
Sure.
Shout out to Jeremy Cole, always a great friend of the lunch table and a great supporter. Glasses, you see the Owl took a DeRozan jersey on stage, spiked it into the ground at his latest show. That just seems corny.
Sucker.
You just throw a jersey on it. Boy, you is the fuck, man. You just
you
have no cultural, like, nothing, like throwing a jersey on it. Burn a jersey. Set it on fire. Just I'm gonna spike it. Bro, what the fuck? It's a jersey.
Wish it was him.
I'm mad at you. You like Kendrick's song. He's
not your friend no more.
Liked him, and I thought you were. Bro, burn it up. Like, you don't got no flavor, bro. Like, how could you rap so good and don't have no flavor outside of fucking rapping? How the fuck do you rap so fucking good? And I'm finna send it to him as soon as we get off this link. I swear, as soon as we finish the stream, I'm sending him that. I changed his name. I'm finna change his name on my phone to Kenneth Lamar. A nigga named Kenneth.
Kenneth.
You don't know, nigga. At least till I find a better name. But like,
you know how Chat GPT works?
You said who?
Chat GPT.
I don't know how to use it.
It's a giant mega database
Yeah.
of like propensities, and it predicts what the next word should be based off of frequencies of correlative language. That's Drake rapping.
Damn. Pete,
that's why he hits the center point on popularity so often, but has about as much personal style as an inanimate supercomputer hooked up to a giant electrical source.
I think that's giving him a lot of too much props right there. That's crazy.
It's incredibly valuable and incredibly, sophisticated.
I just don't get how he be so nice at rapping, bro. Like so cool. Like that nigga might come on, bro. He's like one of the coolest niggas rapping. I mean, don't get me wrong. He do got some like I think he do got some like he do got some foreign lines.
I don't even be on Twitter.
Yeah, Pete don't be on Twitter, bro. That's not his thing. I have to force Pete to be on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, he got a good style, but it's like as soon as the mic come off, every other thing he do is just some cornball shit. Like, let me throw this jersey on the ground. Like he's standing on the sideline, mad dogging DeMar DeRozan, and then when DeMar look away. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like that shit just be weird, bro. It's just weird. And this what
what if DeMar would have grabbed him up? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Like at least act like you want to do flinch at him. Nigga, I'll beat your ass. Nigga. Okay.
What you doing, man?
That DeMar
spill a cocktail on the floor, so maybe he slips.
Came off that floor cuz it got that punching on cuz. Imagine if he flinched that DeMar cuz like, yeah, nigga, DeMar would have been like, what?
What the fuck is you doing, little nigga?
Hey, cuz he was mad dogging DeMar like, yeah, and DeMar look, he be like this.
Been unfolded that nigga, man.
Like, he do act like a woman. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just weird, bro.
Yeah, Kevin just said he an actor, B.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah, he is.
Nigga.
He
should have did. He ain't never flinched at nobody in his life. He don't even know how to do that. Yeah, nigga, shut. Nigga was just.
And if he did it, like when somebody does that to somebody, they want to gauge with they're doing it to incite your responsiveness as the other person. If Drake does it, he's doing it to emulate having seen someone else do it. He's not even conscious of what he's soliciting from the other person. He just knows at this point in time, other people would most likely do this. So therefore, at this point in time, I ought to do that.
Yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? You know what I mean? He could have flinched at him when DeMar looked at him like, what's up? What's up? That nigga didn't do nothing. Nigga looked away. Like, that's what I'm like, that shit be just crazy. He hella dope on that mic though. His record's dope, bro. Like he dope, bro. But just everything else is like, fuck.
Like consider this.
Fuck, cuz.
How great of a samurai do you think in real life Tom Cruise really is?
You got a point there.
Yeah, but something in him gotta be like something in him, cuz gotta be like something. It can't just
Tom or Drake?
And Drake.
No. Tom's more likely nifty with a sword
than
Drake is with his hands.
Could have been like, shut up, nigga. Shut up.
At least Tom Cruise actually could fly a jet himself.
He can't fly a jet, that is true.
He can?
Yeah, he did that whole thing where he was out flying the jets and shit like that. He's actually flying the goddamn jet.
Oh, damn. I ain't know he was. What was his name in that movie again? I forgot his name.
No idea.
He was really. I forgot one of the dudes' names though. But yeah, that's it. I didn't know he knew how to fly a jet. That's crazy.
I only know because they did a promotional video on Paramount.
That nigga bouncing around and looked at.
Was it the last Super Bowl where he did the fucking bungee jump from the top of the stadium last year?
Look at this shit.
That's when he does it. Oh my God, this guy.
Cuz.
What's wrong? Was he doing that to Hotline Bling? The fuck was that, man? This nigga's crazy, boy. I tell you. Oh, I think my headphones just went off.
Oh man.
That was crazy. He said he jumped around. He got the touchdown. He got the touchdown at Pop Warner game.
Sheesh.
What the fuck was that?
Fuck, man. Fuck. He just make it so hard. And Dot made it so worse for everybody else. Cause I always knew, but Dot just made it so worse where everybody noticed everything.
I'll tell you later, Queen.
Everything, bro. Everything. It's like,
nah, man. That guy's crazy, man.
Damn, cuz you just like,
but you know what's crazy though? I think we didn't recognize the uncoolness within him while he was like, you know what I'm saying, fucking with Cash Money and shit like that. And Jay I think once he's
initially everybody knew. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. He not being honest, Pete. At first, everybody called him soft and
but it wasn't, you know what I think it was though? It was the fact that this tough shit wasn't going on though, B. That's what I'm saying?
You kind of respected it. Again, you kind of respected because like you knew he was just a talented musician.
Yeah. We ain't look at him like he wasn't trying to be nothing else other than just being a Canadian rapper like that. Like Wayne told the nigga, yo, listen, man.
That was dope.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that other shit. Huh?
That nigga got them braids, it was over.
The only thing to me that I thought like, oh, this is really, him is if he's talking about hurt feelings. Like, I certainly never thought he was hard. I never thought he was cool. I never thought he had game. I never thought any of that shit. I mean, nothing about him suggests any of that shit. His game is braggadocious tricking.
Mm-hmm. And being hurt by a woman.
And then being hurt when after they took all my presents and their gifts, and then they continued to see Steve.
Kenneth Lamar.
Yeah. So that's what I think it was, though, to the fact, like, I guess once these braids started going in, you started doing the fucking George Washington hairstyle and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And the barrettes and all that shit, talking about mob ties and everything. That's when niggas was like, yo, hold on, man. You doing a little bit too much now, Chief.
He said, I wasn't gangster before now.
Yeah, come on,
man. Chill, bro.
You chilling. Come on, man.
I don't know.
Grab it like this.
No revenge. No revenge. No, that's not what happened, Revenge.
What he said?
Shout out to Revenge. He said, stop it. Y'all let him in. This is the culture fault. The culture laid out the red carpet. Own up. No. We understood that he was a rapper. We all understood he was a pop star from Nickelodeon that had great songs. We all knew that. I don't give a damn. He had great songs. Successful was fucking awesome. He had great songs, and we knew it. He was just a regular rapper that was dope, and he was cool being himself. He had bar mitzvahs in his videos, and he was just rapping about rapping and wanting to win and take care of his mother, and we was like, cool. We knew it wasn't what we was doing, but we could appreciate that we got this from somebody else making rap songs. He had his singing songs. We was all in, and then something happened. Now, this is where it could be like a ghostwriter or whatever. When that first started happening, his song started from the bottom was the first time we was like, what bottom did he come from? That was the first song, bro. It was started from the bottom. When he dropped started from the bottom, it kind of was like, now, that was the first time I remember thinking like, what bottom did he start from? But it was so jamming that I didn't trip. It was just jamming. So I was like, whatever, bro. It's like, it's still a good song. And that was where I fucked up at. I should have said something right then and there. Like, no, you did not start from the bottom, nigga. That is not what the bottom means. But it was that's my point. It was such a good jam. I couldn't really, I wanted to be like, but I was saying it. Like, I even tweeted it. What bottom did you start from? Yep. And when he started from the bottom, it was like, because remember, this is his singles. Best I ever had, successful. I'm going in forever. Over. Find your love. Miss me. Fancy. Marvin's Rooms. Headlines. Make me proud. The motto. Take care. Hell yeah, fucking right. Crew Love. And then he came back with Started from the Bottom.
That's when it started.
Started from the bottom. That was the first time we should have been like, no. I should have knew that the
0 to 100.
Huh?
0 to 100 might have been 102. That's around the same time.
Bottom is before 0 to 100.
Okay. Yes, so Started from the Bottom is it then. Yeah.
But see, then he got us over when he did the Hold On, We're Going Home. Because that kind of smooth.
That's one of my favorite songs from him.
Yeah, like that kind of smooth. You was like, oh, just hold on, we're going home.
Yeah.
Oh, we're home. Like it was cool. It was like, nah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Then Hold On, We're Going Home. Then it's All Me. All Me was starting. He was going too far. Oh, for sure, I'm changing to Mimi Angels. That nigga name in my phone is going to be Kenneth Lamar. For sure. All Me. When All Me.
Yeah, he did say make her catch a body or something on that song, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, damn.
See, and that's where it started. We should have stood up as a culture and said, no. But from here on out, shout out to Kenneth Lamar. From here on out, we will catch it all the time. I'm like, no.
Stop.
like John.
Stop.
And it really fucked him up after Back to Back. When Back to Back came out, he was like, oh, I'm really one of the guys now.
Mm-hmm.
When Back to Back came out, he really was convinced I'm one of the guys now. Hey, I'm one of you guys now. Now I'm going to get braids, put barrettes in them, and I'm going to talk crazy and put.
I seen something that said, dude, I might do one this too. Do we deserve? Does Meek Mill deserve an apology?
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you think this in time frame coincided with like the first time he like knocked a chick up? Like he got his first paternity suit and thought he was like from the system.
Damn, Pete.
Let me play y'all stuff. This shit funny as fuck. I'm gonna put it on my Twitter and people gonna cuss me out, but it's fucking funny.
That was crazy, Pete.
I'm gonna put
it on one of them.
Oh, look at this. Listen to this. This shit is fucking hilarious.
My dad get arrested by like.
Hold on, one more time.
Saw my dad get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood can still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle necessarily. Saw my dad get arrested by like.
Damn, son.
For trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think
that by itself. Hold
on, just listen again.
Still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle necessarily. Saw my dad get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle.
Like the flaws in that statement alone.
That was crazy.
And this is
I got crack in my pocket. Shut the fuck up, man.
Fuck.
What's wrong with you, B?
What the fuck?
Just stay Canadian, bro. Just chill, bro. What the fuck you gotta try to fit in for? Like, what the fuck? Yo, that's crazy. Yo.
My people in the hood. What?
The best part of that was I've seen things that didn't make me happy.
Made me very
mad.
The
best part of all of that.
Made me very mad.
It's like
that's part of it.
I had been temporarily deviated from a happiness status.
Like everybody in the hood got crack in their pocket.
That's crazy, man.
Fucking cry. He said that's why people in the hood can relate to me. Nigga.
Even if I'm not talking about having crack in my pocket. I see my dad
jammed up at the border trying to legally cross.
At the U.S.-Canadian border?
Yeah.
That was an open border until like he was 30.
Fuck, man.
That's
crazy.
It was
an unguarded border. Unless Canada had a problem with Americans coming through, bringing our commerce.
He was like, my dad got arrested.
He did, but I don't think
over to the border. I'm one of the guys now. They can relate to me.
I'm
fucking.
I seen him with my own eyes.
They'll be like,
seen him with my own eyes.
Listen, and remember, like in that room the other day, it was like, well, Drake grew up on Western Road. I'm like, that's not true. He didn't grow up. Like he might have lived there, but he didn't grow up there. He didn't say people in the hood can relate to me because I'm from the hood or I grew up in the hood. He didn't say that. He said he saw his dad get jacked at the border, you know what I mean, by all the police, and that's why people in the hood can relate to him. It's not like he had crack in his, like, listen, I'm gonna do it again.
Well, necessarily saw my dad get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, you know, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood can still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, yeah, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle necessarily. Saw my dad get.
Bro, that is crazy, bro. That's why people in the hood, like, what, nigga?
Stay Canadian, man. That's what the nigga told him to do.
You know what's funny?
I got in a car accident and broke my jaw, and that's why.
Sound familiar.
That's why I could.
Oh boy!
I'm naked in front of a red carpet or whatever the fuck.
I got into a car accident with insurance, so people in the hood could relate to what I'm saying.
They saw so much 50 Cent in me because we both had our jaws wired shut, even though
boy,
got in the face, and I had got
leave Ye alone, man. Leave Ye alone, man.
Ye with all my soul, but you know that shit is fucking with your thought.
You know, more people die from car accidents in this country than from being shot in the face.
So we can relate. We can relate to the hood.
Kanye Danger West, I think is what we should call him now.
Yep. Shout out to me, Angel. Post it. The owl stands will engage you, and you will monetize because of the engagement. What's funny is I really don't. That part of it is more or less about the reason I use my stream this way and I stay on Twitter is because I need to keep, like, you have to have an account that people are engaging with. So when it's time to post my music, like, I know what I'm doing to keep it open, so I don't have to go crazy with advertisement. So it's more about them engaging with a thought to keep my hallway on X clear. So when it's time to deliver the music, it goes to everybody. That's why it's important.
And it's important to remember, while girls who like Drake a lot are quick to get engaged, they're also the first to file divorce.
Crying. He said that's why I picked one more time before I post it on Twitter. One more time before we get out of here.
Saw my dad get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, you know, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood can still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, yeah, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle necessarily. Saw my dad get arrested by like a SWAT team at the border, you know, for trying to cross over. I've seen things that didn't make me happy. They were character building, and that's why I think people in the hood can still connect with what I'm saying, even though I'm not saying, yeah, and I got crack in my pocket, because that wasn't my struggle necessarily. Saw my dad get.
Crazy.
Y'all follow Trap on Twitter, man. Trap Bradshaw, dog. Follow Trap on Twitter right fucking.
Yeah, I had to hit it just now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Commented? Oh, that's a new low.
Fucking lying, bro. He didn't have crack in his pocket, bro.
Hey.
Well, look, I'm finna download this. I'm finna send this to Kenneth Lamar. Matter of fact, let me send this to Kenneth Lamar right now.
I gotta go throw some baking soda on this lint so, you know, people can relate to me better.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was crazy right there.
You
gotta send me the clip of the dude say Kenneth Lamar. I want to see that one though too.
Changing your name in my phone. to Kenneth Lamar. Fucking crying, bro.
Yeah, that was
Kenneth
crazy.
Lamar, that old Kenneth Lamar. Fucking crying, man. Oh my God, bro. I didn't have crack in my pocket. All right, so again, we finna get up out of here. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon Pacific Standard Time, right here on Digital Soapbox. Click that thumbs up button. We finna bust over there to Twitter Spaces to have a really great conversation. Me and Pete got to do a podcast today for tomorrow.
Any requests?
No, I got an idea. I want to go to school. I'm gonna go to school. I want to have Trap on there too. We're gonna get Trap.
Yeah,
we're gonna go on Twitter in about 30 minutes. Well, we're gonna go on Twitter right after this. Fuck it. We're gonna get on there.
Let's go.
Is they blacklisting Drake? Blah blah. We're gonna have that conversation. Make sure y'all subscribe to the No Ceilings podcast. Look below. Go listen to it on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast. Executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Network, iHeart Podcast Network, and the No Ceilings Podcast. Excuse me, the Black Effect Podcast Network. I'm gonna answer this before we get out of here. So, off topic, shout out to Will Cashgrow. Off topic, Glasses, you got mentioned on B Brazy Who's Who as being solid for not letting Suge and the Bloods get to 40 Glock on the tour bus situation. You can mention it or not, it's up to you. That's true. That happened. That was from the short package lunch. Suge, let me tell y'all something about the Bloods, bro. I'm gonna say this. The Bloods out this motherfuckers like the Marines. It ain't a lot of them, but when they together, they are a terrorizing pack. So Suge used to have some cold motherfuckers with him. You know what I mean? Shout out to the homies from Lanes. The Lanes is like, nigga, that is the real deal. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can't be they for real. So, yeah, you know what I mean? They was for sure. Shout out to I think so that had to be one of the homies from Miller's or Athens. That had to be No or somebody else because they was on his ass like a silk quilt. Feel me? When I popped off, they was like, gee. You know what I mean? Let us get him. I'm like, nah, man. Come on, man. Y'all can't do that while I'm here. It's gonna make me look bad. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. So shout out to the homies because they didn't. They could have made it a bigger deal when they didn't. So respect to the homies, to the blood homies, because they could have really pressed the line and they didn't. So shout out to them, bro. That was some player shit, and that's crazy. He told that story. There's a lot of them stories. It's a story. The first time I met Suge at the House of Blues. I'm gonna tell you that story on Wednesday when I first met Suge and how that happened. It was a crazy thing. Much love though. We on Twitter, man. Pop on.
All right, let's get it.